Hello everyone, we are back and here to react to RWBY Volume 5, Episode 7. No, it's not. It's 6.
Why are you checking? Even figure out the
I
name
know
of
what it is. It's 6, because last episode was 5. And last episode we had Blake and a little bit of RWBY and Oscar. And we also had Ilya being informed on the next objective for the White Fang, and that objective is to yes. And I'm not happy about that. I really hope they don't die.
Oh no, they're dead. It's over. They're dead. We're getting so many characters. We need to start, cutting them down. That's what Game of Thrones does.
That is starting to happen. Yes, we're getting a lot of characters, and we need to shave. Like,
all right, let's shave them down. Nope, they can't go live on a farm. Well, they can, but it's not how that's actually.
I mean, Oscar tried to live on a farm. Didn't work out for him. So this episode, from what I've seen, it looks like we're going to be getting back to Raven and Yang and Weiss, and we're going to be seeing where that conversation about what Raven knows about Ozpin goes. I don't know about anything else. We could get a little bit more of Hazel. We could get a little bit more of what's happening with
Cinder.
Cinder, yes. We definitely need a moment again with Cinder. And
or is she just going to appear out of the blue?
That'd be kind of funny. We need to see Tyrion. I hope we see Tyrion. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, then let's begin. Crow?
Looking for a huntsman.
Looks like it.
Regular or the special?
I'm actually looking for someone. Goes by the name Shiro Wan. Ever heard of him? I heard he's a regular around here.
Who's asking?
Hey, I'm not some cop, if that's what you mean. I need Shiro for a gig. We go way back.
Way back, huh? So, he's a friend of yours.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's a pretty alright guy.
Well, in that case, you tell that jerk that he better not show his ugly face in here until he pays me the lien he owes me.
Did I say friend? I meant acquaintance. Really, we're just colleagues. Anyways, thanks for your time, buddy. I'll just be taking off.
Well, that, went now not how I expected it.
Knife through the wall.
Great start.
I need to look for the names. Whoa!
Yep, I knew it.
Jeez! Chrome. Huh. Why have you forsaken me?
What is this gonna be? It's the old shopkeep.
Oh my god, if he recruits the shopkeep, that would be funny.
Heather Shields.
Heather... Shield? Heather Shield? This is the last one.
Oh, hey there. I'm looking for Heather. Look, pal, I've had a rough day. Do you know where she is or not?
Daddy,
Hello?
does he know where Mommy is?
She's not here.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Dang.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Mistral bounty missions. Man. I did not expect us to be following Crow.
How did that? But it makes sense.
Or even... Wow, he's in like a whole nother... What's his name? Mission status, we can go. Griffin, Caroline, Juan Shiro, Search and Destroy.
In progress.
So they're all on missions.
They're all busy. Ruby gets punched in the face.
You got a lot of nerve showing up back here. Unless you brought that idiot with you.
How much did Shiro owe you?
Well, I'd say about 16,000 liat. Wait, what? Man, you must be in some serious trouble with him if you're paying me off.
Wow.
His name is clear.
Yeah.
Maybe Lynn's just like pennies.
That's what I was. That's
That idiot.
Huh. No fondness.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Bernal. Raven. Everyone. The map.
You can wait outside. Thank you.
You know you're awesome when you're being
So,
served by a native.
What's the truth?
That's a nice
No.
teapot.
It's better when it's hot. You know, you're really obnoxious.
Wow.
Is that truth is hard to come by. A story of victory for one person is a story of defeat for someone else. By now, your uncle has surely told Ruby and her friends plenty of stories. Well, he's never given me a reason to doubt him before. That doesn't mean those reasons don't exist.
Get to the point.
You know, you and your teammates might as well be the poster children for the Huntsman Academies. Your motives vary, but you all enrolled to try and make the world a better place. It's adorable. It's what huntsmen and huntresses do. Not all of them. Some people are just in it for the money and the fame, but there's even more that are just looking to grow stronger. Your Uncle Crow and I didn't attend Beacon to become huntsmen. We did it to learn how to kill huntsmen. Daddy and Uncle left that part out,
Well, that makes sense.
Aside from the Grim, huntsmen were the only ones capable of ruining our raids and hunting us down. Our tribe needed a counterforce. And Crow and I were the perfect age. The entrance exams were child's play compared to what we'd already been through. We were good. So good that we caught the attention of Beacon's very own headmaster, Professor Ospen. Even after we were put on a team, I could tell he was keeping his eye on us. Back then, I thought it was because he knew. But it was Team Stark he was interested in. What do you mean by that? Constant attention, extra training missions, turning a blind eye whenever we happened to break the rules and get into more trouble than we should have. Sound familiar?
Yep, that does sound familiar.
What's your point? How much do you know about Professor Ospen? About his past? He was a prodigy, one of the youngest headmasters to be appointed to a school, because that's how he planned it. Because the man you know as Ospen designed those schools, and has followers inside every academy on Remnant that are loyal to him and no one else. That doesn't make any sense. How could he have... No. Why would someone even do that? Because Old Man Oz has a great and terrible secret. One that could spread fear across the world. One that he eventually entrusted to our team. And once I knew, there was no going back. I needed to know more. But with every new discovery I made, the more horrifying the world became. Okay, then tell us. What's the big secret? What's so crazy that the rest of us don't know? The creatures of Grimm have a master named Salem. She can't be stopped, she can't be reasoned with, and she will not rest until humanity crumbles at her feet. What? You know you two haven't even touched your tea. Why should we believe any of this? Now you're catching on. So far you've done nothing but accept what others tell you. But you need to question everything. Otherwise you'll end up just as blind as Crow. And you're fool of a father. Don't you dare talk about my family like that! You need to calm down.
Whoa, girl.
Yang, please! Listen to your friend, Yang. Your teammates never let you down before. You don't know the first thing about my teammates! About me! You were never there! You left us! Why? I know more than you realize. Not just about you, and not just what I've been told, but things I've seen with my own eyes. I know the Grimm have a leader. I know people who can come back from the dead. I know that magic is real.
What?
Ospen.
And I can prove it.
Ospen and maidens, I guess.
Yeah.
You said Ty told you all about my semblance. Well, I doubt he ever told you what Oz did to my brother and me. Go see for yourself.
Oh boy.
Mom? Yang, are you okay? I'll be fine once we could get her to take us to RWBY.
It's okay if you're not okay.
You didn't believe what she said, right?
Of course not. Well, not all of it. It was crazy. We have dust, semblances, but, I mean, there's no such thing as magic.
A raven? I've seen that bird before.
Maybe it belongs to your mom?
No. Doesn't belong. Yep.
How did you do that? Well, I could explain it to you.
But she's gonna let.
Or you could ask your uncle.
Huh.
You're letting us go? I'm giving you a choice. Stay here with me, and I'll answer all of your questions and more. We can have a fresh start. Or you can go back to Crow and join Ospen's impossible war against Salem. And meet the same fate as so many others. But can you really go back to trusting someone that's kept so much from you? All I care about is making sure my sister is safe.
Oh.
Just a portal like right next to a cliff.
Yeah. If you side with your uncle, I may not be as kind the next time we meet. You aren't kind this time either.
Oh.
I know.
This isn't right. I get one or two of them, but all of them? Raven. Oh.
Nora.
batch is just about done.
Awesome! Now we just need crew and we'll be all set. You really think he's going to bring that many people? This is a lot of food.
Well?
I don't know, but it sounds like we can use all the help we can get.
I'm back.
Be right there!
We're going to overcook that.
No, I'm not. Shut up!
Ruby.
Ruby!
Fine, you take over.
I can't save it. I'm sorry.
She's gonna drop that pot.
So, we didn't know how many people were coming, so we just cooked all of it.
There's nothing in it.
Yay! I'm so sorry. I should have stayed. I should have talked to you more. I just...
Hug her.
I wasn't sure if you wanted me around it.
Hug her.
We have 3 of Team Ruby back together. Blake isn't until next season.
I love you. I love you too.
Oh, they're back.
Weiss.
Come here. Come here. Yes.
Blake,
Oh my gosh, it's here.
I feel like I'm missing out on something.
Wow. Okay. So, finally, at long last, we have 3 of the members. This is actually going a lot faster than I thought it would.
It'll be interesting to see how the next episode starts when they find out that Oscar is Ozpin.
Yeah. He was the youngest
Yes,
headmaster.
Headmaster.
Which, I mean, Raven did say it was because it was planned that way.
Yeah.
So, Ozpin has something to do with Raven and Crow's ability to transform. Which, I mean, it makes sense that he has powers. But I'm always curious, and I am curious, what powers does the cursed Ozpin have? Like, I mean, if he is the same man who created the Maidens, and then he gave a new ability to Crow and Raven, which but now it's confirmed both of them can transform into birds, and does that mean Raven's been there every single time we've seen her?
Yeah. She just teleports in and out.
Now, okay, a lot of people. I was hoping a little bit for a flashback. It is kind of interesting that we just left, like we went straight to Ruby and them. Like we got Weiss and Ruby and Yang all together now, and we didn't get like Raven never mentioned Summer or any, but like it has almost been avoided. This talk of Summer. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more about Summer. So yeah, they mentioned Team Stark. They mentioned she mentioned Tai Ying. She mentioned Crow.
No Summer.
They never mentioned Summer, and I'm just. It's both like frustrating, but at the same time, I find it interesting. Why? Why is Summer so eluded? What is it about Summer that they don't want to just? They've avoided Summer's name, and I want to know why. And that want isn't frustrating me. It's making me more curious. Eventually, I will get tired and I want to know answers. But it's like at this point, we've finally gotten some answers with one character, and I know a lot of people are going to be very upset that didn't happen. But for me, what I like about
It's still.
I like that this is still being unfolded slowly. This isn't given to us in a huge dump. We are being fed very slowly. There's still a mystery to solve. If we got a flashback, like the thing about flashbacks is when you show something, you show something and then you later have to explain it. But if you explain it and then show it later, and then we get to see what actually, like we explain something from one perspective, we explain something from another perspective, we finally see it, then we can, for ourselves, can determine who is right. What actually happened. The flashback shows a definite answer, but perspectives and storytelling still leave that mystery. So, that alone is why I'm okay with no flashback. I'm hoping we do get a flashback eventually. Like, we did get one with Cinder. And we didn't get any of the villains. Oh, man. I'm curious now. It's like, Raven's tribe has been targeted. Will Raven get attacked before they even head out?
It's possible.
I mean, yeah, Crow has, like, all these people back, but it's like, that's not enough. We got, like, a lot of Crow.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to recruit huntsmen, but there's none.
Yeah,
like
they've all been sent out on missions.
Which is, he finds that odd. Which I'm assuming either A, the huntsmen have been ordered just as far away as possible. Like everyone.
Keep them all busy, so that way, one,
they have no
they can
one.
get the Spring Maiden, and two, they can get into the Haven Academy without as much trouble. Didn't quite think about the huntsman slaying part.
Yeah, that's a nice twist. Is that they were, like Crow and everything was recruited. They went to become killers, or better efficient killers, and they were at the time
Of the right age.
But I mean, like Ozpin will take in anybody. I mean, he let Blake in, knowing that she, like, I'm assuming he knew that she was once part of the White Fang.
And you could obviously tell that John was.
He could tell John wasn't, like, up to par with everybody. So he clearly either A, was a much younger and much more experienced Ozpin, and by that I mean by the man and not the cursed spirit. Even though I'm pretty sure the cursed spirit still relies on the man.
They become symbiotic.
I mean, Cinder and her group eluded Ozpin, so I'm pretty sure Ozpin is still fallible in that sense. He doesn't know everything. I'm starting to think Ozpin's not telling us what happens with Oscar. Like, I think he doesn't even tell Oscar. Eventually, him and Oscar will assimilate, and Oscar will be gone, not Ozpin. Like, that's why the Man with Two Souls fight. I think, like, the Man with Two Souls is one of Ozpin's past lives, and he wrote about his history. But that may have been Ozpin had to fight over control. That may have been a time where Ozpin literally had to fight over for his body. It's interesting is that they went to Beacon to become huntsman fighters. This even more alludes to my idea that maybe Yang wasn't in Raven's plan. Like Raven and Ty just had a one night, and that led to Yang accidentally. Maybe her and Ty stayed together until Yang was born. Then I think it even said that they stayed together until Yang was born. Then Raven left. That's what I actually thought. Like Raven and them, since they were tribesmen, they went to Beacon, knowing they didn't go to Beacon just to become huntsmen. Like Raven wanted to go back, so clearly they didn't
set out to become huntsmen.
They didn't leave their tribe. I can almost now see where Raven comes from now. I finally see. The one thing that got me is Raven has seen people come back from the dead.
Which was Ozpin.
Well, that could be Ozpin, but there's...
wait. It couldn't really be Ozpin because Ozpin was in the other body when she was at the academy. And this is the first time since then that he has died and become a new Ozpin.
Yes, so
who is it that came back to life?
Yeah, that is what gets me is who has Raven seen come back to life? Because she's talking about something that is
directly associated with Ozpin.
Well, not only directly associated with Ozpin, but something directly associated with her. Something she has seen that has shook her personally. This is
I just killed him and you brought him back to life. I have to kill him again.
That's probably maybe they had to interrogate somebody at one point.
What was it where it was the rogue that takes things?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that D&D thing.
It's alright, resurrect him.
But, oh man, that line really got me. That almost takes away the idea that somebody could die in this show. But at the same time, it does add it to the fact they can die, but if they come back, they're less. It's almost like in Game of Thrones or Harry Potter, after some characters die, they come back, and when they come back, they're changed. Remember in one story, Inkheart?
Yes, I remember that.
That's what I'm thinking.
But, yeah, I mean, Summer could still be alive.
Summer could have been brought back. It's like, it's so many, now this, like I said, we didn't get a flashback, so we're not getting confirmation of what happened, but I like that because it doesn't give away what things are. We were given another puzzle piece, and now we're putting it in, we're trying to find where it fits. And that final moment with Ruby, like, Ruby looked scared. Like, when Ruby looked like Yang was going to...
Ruby was... I was stuck with the robot arm.
Yang wanted to reassure Ruby. She didn't want to, you know...
I know, but what would that be
but
like?
I love that. I love Weiss. Weiss was so... Like, Weiss had her little moments. Like, in the beginning, she, like, freaky, sassed Raven. She snapped at Raven and was like, yes, I like that. And then Raven, like, Weiss, I'm curious why Weiss seemed to be more, I can understand why Yang would be, like, as...
Yang is mad at her mom.
Well, I understand why Yang would be, she wants to be angry at her mom.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not going to listen. Whereas Weiss has nothing long-term against Raven. Yang is not absorbing the information, but Weiss is. That moment when Weiss was on the bike and Yang said her final words to Raven, Weiss rolled her eyes. And then Weiss, hugging the group finally. Okay, now one thing. Raven's semblance is portals, but it looks like she needs her sword to activate it.
I think she needs dust. Whatever the dust is that's part of the sword, which I'm guessing those red swords are made out of some form of dust.
Yeah, but it's like, okay.
It'd be like Weiss uses her glyphs. She uses dust. I think the summoning might be the only one she doesn't need dust for.
Yeah, but it's like, why does she need the sword for it? Does she need to cut open a...
Literally cut in space. That's what those red swords do. They cut through anything, even space.
Yeah, the red swords cut through space. Like, what is it about that sword? Like, I would understand if it was any sword blade and she just needed to cut it, but I'm guessing it has to be the specific red one. I'm really curious about Raven's semblance and what her sword has to do with her semblance and her bonding and her portals and all that sort of thing. So, it's funny. Okay, maybe Raven's semblance isn't activated. Maybe the portals are not her semblance. The sword creates a portal, but she needs to have a connection to the person to be able for the portal to be so focused on where it's going to land. So the portal itself isn't her semblance, it's the bond she has with the person, so she knows exactly where this person is at any point anywhere in the world. Like, both her and Crow have semblances that are not activated. They're... Like, Crow's semblance doesn't... He can't activate it. He can't turn his on and off. Raven's semblance, once she bonds with somebody, she can't... I don't think she can take away that bond. So that's interesting. That brings up a new kind of, wait, is it this or is it this? And a lot of stuff was given to us, so yeah. That's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and we'll see you there in the next episode. Bye.